You're watching the Tesla Live with your host, Mark Conlon.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Tesla Live number 442 on the 17th of December, 2025. We are that close to Christmas. We're just about there.
And even closer to solstice.
That's right. That's
true.
Right. That's the real great thing, is because after that, the days get longer. Every daylight hour increases. In the beginning, it's really low, but as it moves along, we get into minutes every day, but not at the beginning. It's just seconds. But we shall see. We shall see. With me, as always, we have our two co-hosts. We have Mr. Casey Green joining us from the Mid-Atlantic. How are you today, sir?
I made it. I thought I'd have some extra time here, and then I never even finished what I was already working on. So
Exactly.
how it goes sometimes. Yeah.
Yep, down to the wire, but we made it.
As long as we make it, that's all that matters. Also with us, Mr. Patrick Connor from the West Coast. How are you today, sir?
I'm good. Hello, Tesla Nation. And we got Lee Moon in the chat already. Hey, Lee. Should be a fun show.
Very good. Got a lot of news, and let's kick it off with the big news. That is that there was a driverless and safety check driverless vehicle robotaxi spotted driving around in Austin.
It was Ghost Riding the Whip downtown Austin. Completely
Awesome.
Yeah.
Right. So I don't think they can actually have passengers in them yet without a safety driver monitor, whatever you want to call them. But this is definitely the first step to getting that.
That's right. Yeah.
Or the next step, I should say. They've had the first few steps.
Oh, yes.
So with this, I wonder if they had to get special permission to put one of those vehicles on the road that had nobody in it.
It depends on if they consider it legally to be different than the self-delivering vehicle. Because it's essentially that, if it's empty.
Because we did have the situation earlier in the year when Tesla had delivered a couple of vehicles to people's homes that were close to Giga Austin.
Yeah.
And those vehicles had nobody in them. All they had was paperwork, and they went to those people's homes. So I'm wondering if there's and we haven't seen much of that since that point either. So that kind of stopped. So I'm wondering,
stop for legal or did it stop for refinement?
That's
a chance to do that.
That's a good question, because the media stopped reporting on it because I'm assuming it's not happening.
It's possible it's not happening, or it's possible that it's already old hat.
Yeah, hard to tell.
I would think that even social media would light up with people talking about how they received their car. It just showed up in their driveway. And I haven't seen that either. So
maybe they're under NDA.
Yeah.
But the most likely is that they haven't done it in a while.
Yeah.
Because the people on the road aren't necessarily under NDA. Hey, look at this car. It's empty.
Yeah. So this particular escalation where they're driving it now with nobody in it. And as you mentioned, Casey, they were going right down the main street. So
at least twice, because they had different license plates.
So they're definitely looking for attention, which they got. Yeah. But that was a few days ago. Have you heard of any other drive without anybody in the car?
There was one that for sure had a tail, and then the other one, it was unclear if they had a tail. Kind of like the first self-delivery that we saw, where it had the Cybertrucks all around it and Model Ys, Model X's. Like it was supervised, but just not on board.
Entourage.
An entourage. Yeah. like a Secret Service contingent just ready for it.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
So that sparked some excitement in the Tesla community, because of course Elon had said that they would get to this point before the end of the year. But he didn't say they'd be driving themselves with nobody in them, but he did not say that either. So
right, but to meet the spirit of what he said, I know you had to read the tea leaves with him as if he was Microsoft Corp of the 2000s at some points, but he implied that it would be doing Waymo style empty pickups and deliveries. So he's got a couple weeks to make it happen.
Yeah. So this will be interesting to see. Again, as we spoke on this show last week, maybe the week before, we had all really thought that that was not possible, that it would be making pickups and deliveries.
Yeah.
But again, as Patrick mentioned,
slim pickings.
This is the next step. So this is them incrementally moving down the checklist. And of course, if those little drives that happened a few days ago, if they caused any possible concerns, then they got to go back and work on those, and then update the software and submit it again, and then go through it again. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see what if this continues, if it escalates with more vehicles or more drives, or if things calm down for the end of the year. Not really sure.
Yeah, we had a bunch of NIMBYs in the neighborhood this building is in, complaining about the town wanting to annex some land.
Yeah,
and they were complaining that they would bring more banks, car washes, self-storage, and people that can't drive well. Not as if they can drive well themselves, but more people that can't drive well. And
Wow.
I was thinking, this will be a temporary pain point, but if everything works out the way that Tesla, Rivian, Waymo, all of them are suggesting, then the only contention would be if these people are going to own their self-driving cars, or if they're going to kind of Uber style them. Because then the rush hour would be, can they get enough cars delivered to the area in time to get everybody to work for the crush, or will work adapt, allowing more people to just kind of spread out their arrival and then work their requirement and then leave, kind of like a core hours concept. And I was thinking that this contention of theirs might not last very long, and that was really cool. It's like we are almost in the future.
Yeah,
I would like to own my robotaxi.
People you have to drag to the future, kicking and screaming, though.
yeah, but if it's pennies a mile to cents a mile, not pennies. There's a gun. To operate and lease a ride, rent a ride, get a pickup. Versus these ever increasing car payments. I heard they've tried to go beyond the 96-month lending period. 96 is quite a while.
96.
Yeah,
we're getting to home mortgage territory here.
Right. Some of the cars they were talking about, the brands don't have a reputation for lasting that long. So I don't know. How are they planning to roll these, or
right? Yeah, just get deeper and deeper underwater with every new vehicle.
And then one example they tried to use, they used a Jeep Wrangler. You take the doors off. It used to be the mail carrier. It used to be the Jeep with the Willys Jeep. And it was over $120,000. Is it?
Wow.
What? Yeah. How did what? I mean, I know it has become more expensive, but
they're gold plating them now, right? Is that the problem?
Yeah.
But the point of the person who pointed out that particular one, or at least the people in the discussion, they weren't trying to say that none of the cars will make it that long, but they said this particular car, electrical, mechanical, and what people use it for, it's unlikely to find the end of its lease term if they do that. And so if you've got that trend, so you're now looking at dollars per mile versus nickels a mile, they may do what we were seeing a lot of these companies do, where they're kind of anti-green, anti-woke, all that, but they still have solar and wind and hydro because it's cheaper.
Exactly.
So
that's how renewables win. It's not by changing hearts and minds; it's by wallets.
Exactly.
Greenbacks instead of green.
If people figure out that it saves them money, it's a different game at that point. Then you haven't got all these all these roadblocks thrown up front. Then you've got people clearing the roadblocks because they know it's going to save them some cash.
Yeah.
Right.
And so on that same line of thought, Mota was asking me, she said, am I going to get her a car when she's old enough to drive? And I said, well, I was planning on, keeping this one if it holds up, and I would just kind of let you guys use it. And then under my breath, I kind of said that hopefully it gets his driver license before you, and I'll still teach him to drive, but the hope is that that they don't have to ever drive either.
Right.
There's
Yeah, they might
times
be
that happen.
in the last generation of drivers. Just like at one point there was a last generation of elevator operators.
Yeah,
That's not a skill anybody needs today.
And people who commuted by horse. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
And
You
people
can still do
choose to-
recreationally, but elevator driving is not a recreation.
No, yeah, not elevator riding, but every now and then I'll look out my window and there's this girl on a horse, and we don't have a horse farm anywhere nearby. I'm like, all right.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the news. We'll have to see if this becomes more frequently happens. But at this point, just a few rides were happening on that one day, and then nothing really since then. So
unless you saw reports of people getting in it, I only saw drives. I didn't see any rides.
Right. No rides yet. No.
yeah,
Yeah.
no passengers.
Okay.
Right.
Did I miss
We
one?
got some more people joining us in the chat. There's JT. Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
I know there's more, but we've only got a couple comments. If you're in the chat there, we got a couple more
There you
joining.
go.
Say hi. Yeah.
The moon says hi. Yeah. We see there's
Very
more of
good.
you out there.
Want to talk about our second story, which is a update from last week. We talked a little bit about the Tesla Christmas light show that was scheduled for December the 13th, and man, we've linked the video in the comments, but or the notes. But I am going to share one here, and it is spectacular. So with that in mind, let's see if we can share this, and I will mute the music so we don't get in trouble for that.
And I'll mute it too. Just in case.
Okay. Double
You're
mute.
pulling that up. Did they use their own show, or did they use the holiday update? Because
they use their own music.
Oh, okay, cool.
Speaking of holiday update, I got it 2 more times.
All right, 2 more times.
Yeah.
I got one a couple days ago and one today. Oh, let's look
Nice.
at this video. Yeah, that is nice.
I like the arrangement there. Did your second ones include the same exact release notes, or?
It was one per vehicle.
Oh, I see what you're saying. No, I had on the same vehicle. I got it 2 more times, and each time the number changed, but the contents described did not.
Right. So those are obviously minor bug fixes.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Cybertruck in front of a tree.
What I can't get over is the sheer different locations, the amount of different locations that are in this video. Simon, who put this together, did a spectacular job. He did the music choreographed, which of course you can't hear because of YouTube issues. But the score, and then him editing over a terabyte of video that came his way.
Wow.
From all these different locations throughout the world. It is spectacular, the number of cities and towns that participated in this. It's the largest ever. This is the 3rd annual one, and I was blown away with the even with the some of the different clubs, how they set up their vehicles in patterns like stars and trees and snowmen, and the UK at Silverstone Raceway was just incredible. There must have been 100 vehicles lined up, if not more, at Silverstone.
Nice.
Wow.
And we're talking terabyte in just
There
sheer
it is.
number
There
of
was
submissions.
Silverstone.
Yeah,
But-
not because it was in 8K or anything.
No, 4K was the max.
Yeah,
And some people obviously did 1080p, but
there's nothing wrong with 1080p.
yeah.
Yeah, they had the Tesla logo. They had the big X, which works well because this is, what is the name of his site? It's X Light Show or something?
Yep, X-Light Show. Yep.
Yeah, so that's cool. Oh, they even used the Matrix headlight to spell out something on the as part of the song.
Nice.
Yeah, I didn't catch what it said. It saw a word on somebody's. Oh yeah, Mark, you were right. There's even some individual cars just at good spots.
And the only stipulation he had was you had to submit the video before midnight the day it happened, so that he could take 3 days and work on putting this video together.
Nice. I don't envy that task. There's a lot of footage.
A lot of footage is right.
And
He did a spectacular job. There's Silverstone, and these guys here in the Czech Republic, Malaysia, Christchurch, New Zealand is participated. Like incredible, just from one end of the globe to the other.
Yeah. I'm not sure how the light shows. It's that some of the cars are doing the exact same thing, and others are doing different stuff, but in the same beat.
You can set that up in advance when you send out your flash drives.
There were 3 different downloads for it. One for the Cybertruck, one for the Model Y Juniper, and then one for everybody else.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you had a Juniper or Cybertruck, they had different abilities, different things would happen. But
that one looked like one of my legacies there.
Yeah.
Flapping to its own beat.
Yeah, it's hard to beat the Model X without
Legacy
doors
Model
opening.
X, yeah, without Legacy Model X, it wouldn't even be possible.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm convinced this started as just a light diagnostic in the factory.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then they were like, you know what? We could do some cool stuff.
Christmas is coming up. How about we do a Model Xmas?
Mm-hmm.
The self-presenting doors need to make it to more models now. It's time.
Yes.
Like the Model
Romania,
YL should have it.
Spain,
the Cybertruck should
Norway,
have it.
Hungary, Germany, multiple stops in Germany and France.
Yeah.
Slovenia.
Oh, some fireworks as well. You saw that?
Yeah.
Synchronized. Yeah.
And of course, a bunch of locations in the United States, a few locations in Canada, South America. Not sure if I saw South America.
I'm sure they submitted one.
Czech Republic. There was Australia there. Budapest, Kuala Lumpur. Incredible. See the Concorde in the background? That's kind of cool. That was in France.
Was it like at a museum, or did you?
Yeah, it was a museum.
Did you have to get special?
Yeah, they're just out there wandering on the runway.
Yeah, the runway takeover.
Well, I mean, look, obviously they're not going to fly it, but like if it just lives in a hangar or something. Hey, you guys mind pushing that out for an hour?
Yeah, you mind if we just all sneak in the back gate here? Just drive onto the runway.
Billionaire's private runway said, "Hey, let's have a light show."
And Simon's rendition lasted 6 minutes, so nice. It was a long one, and it was really cool. And I think a little snowball in the face at the end.
Was that Simon right there?
No, that was not Simon.
Oh,
but what a spectacular job! That's the first time that I did watch their previous video for last year, and this one was much larger. So I can imagine next year it'll be even larger. So. And for those that are going to watch the video, I got involved in it. I was there, and see if you can put in the comments what point you saw my vehicle, if you can guess. So, and I'll let you know that one way to spot it is we definitely had snow on the ground.
Yes.
All right. Got a homework assignment.
There you go. There you go. So that was fun, and please watch it. Give it a like to that video. It's definitely worth a watch.
I know I often start off by saying hello Tesla Nation, and this now Tesla Nation is worldwide.
Yes.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Next, yes, we've commented on this before about people taking driver's tests in a Tesla. And we've even commented on that there was a problem in Ontario. There's been a problem in Indiana, I believe, where they had an issue.
Several in the US, yeah.
About them complaining about you're not allowed to take the Tesla because of its automatic features and people not really knowing what the Tesla actually does and does not do. But this was kind of interesting. A teen took a driver test in Sudbury, Ontario over the past week. And at the end of the driving test, the instructor failed him for not stopping a complete stop at a stop sign.
Well, we know that wasn't the computer.
So, right. So the teen was kind of disappointed, but after he left, he thought to himself, I stopped at all the stop signs. I didn't do a rolling stop. I definitely stopped. So by chance, since part of the test was to press your horn button to make sure that the horn works, it activated the
dash cam,
the dash cam mode, and he had a recording of the stop that he was supposed to make, and the video proved that he did actually stop. There was not a rolling stop. He stopped for more than a couple of seconds, actually. So there was no doubt. They went back to the ministry's office where the test was performed, and they had indicated, they asked for a supervisor, and that supervisor said, listen, we can't take video to do that. We're not allowed to do that. But after some convincing, they got him to come out to the car and take a look and just look at the screen. He sat and watched it and looked at the test results about the failure where the stop was, noticed that there was definitely a stop. So he reversed the decision and the teen got his license. But that was kind of interesting that the proof is out there sometimes the car's recording this since the horn was pressed. It was recorded, and this teen lucked out and had someone that was able to, by chance, was happy to look at the footage and make a reverse course decision on what they had seen on the car screen.
Well, there you go. There's proof that my proposal works. I just didn't expect it would be for shoddy work. I thought it would be because people didn't know what they were talking about.
I'm curious what the real reason that this instructor failed the teen is, because obviously there was something about their driving they didn't like, or I don't know if it was because they didn't like Tesla, or if there was some bumper sticker that offended them and they were just looking for an excuse, and so they were like, oh, you've already failed and I'm just going to check some box to justify it later. I want to know the story behind the story.
Or maybe they grade on a curve and only 90% of the teens are allowed to on the first try.
Right. Yeah, they've got some quota to meet. If you're just passing everybody, then you get a bad review. So they wanted their raise for end of year. They had to. Yeah, it's late in the season.
For all we know, this instructor's been on their bad list for quite some time, and he's about to get fired. Who knows?
He's fired for proof.
Who knows?
Yeah.
We've had all these allegations. We've had 200 teens say that they did it right, and you marked them wrong. And this guy comes in with video proof.
He seems to fail 89% of the people that go with him. I wonder what's going on here.
He was just having a bad day. Wanted to make sure somebody else was having a bad day too. I don't know.
Yeah. So for those who aren't aware, my proposal was something to the effect of have a recording device available and mobile for these instructors, or not really instructors, but the adjudicators, the proctors, to take with them on the test, so that they didn't have to memorize every vehicle that comes through, and then if there were a objection like this one, that they could come back and have a professional review it, somebody who is specialized in that car, and that they could continue on about their day. It would work very much like this, except without all the fighting and the, hey, look at this. It would just be part of it. And then if for privacy reasons the teen or the family objected to having the recording device sent with them, then if they had an objection, then they had a lot less recourse, if not none, because there was already a solution for that. And then you have somebody who knows what it sounds like when you turn on autopilot, has the beeps and the boops. Same for the Rivian, same for Blue Cruise, same for somebody being accused of turning on cruise control on a 5-speed Datsun that doesn't even have cruise control, and the expert would just say, "Hey, that car doesn't have cruise control."
And the story that we covered last week, where Tesla's going to add overlay information on the video,
helps too.
That would definitely be helpful, because it would clearly indicate whether or not you were driving manually or autopilot or FSD.
And if your foot was on the brake or the accelerator, I'd check that out as well. And as well as if they say, "Oh, you didn't turn the wheel far enough" or whatever, the same sensor that tracks for FSD is right there in the footage. And as I said last week, Tesla does have a GitHub repository where you can do that live on the web, and a couple people have put the overlays back using that project. They've gone ahead and put the overlays back for if you download the footage from your drive onto the computer, so you can still have that, because it's still there, but as it sits, it just doesn't show it because it didn't have any way to do it. But this software and then these people added a UI on top of that software, so it's pretty cool. One of them says that he bakes in, so it looks exactly like it does in the car. I haven't tried any of them yet. I pulled them all up and haven't got any of my fresh footage, because all the footage I downloaded already is prior to my multiple holiday updates.
Yeah, so I'm glad that we have this dash cam, because so there's a 3-way stop not too far from my house. I pull up there. There was a car turning from my right in front of me, and so I slowed down because they were kind of clipping my lane a bit, like people often do when they're turning left. And then I stopped, and another car from my right went, which is okay, because they have the right of way. They're on my right, and as they clear in front of me, I start to go. Well, the car behind them decided they didn't want to let me have my turn, even though it's like it was obviously my turn, if not the car before, arguably. And so now they're coming right at me. I'm already in the intersection, and I accelerate and I'll turn short also, so they can give them more space. And I mean, I'm glad that Teslas have good acceleration, because that's normally you would think that in a spot like that you'd want to hit the brakes to stop, but because they were coming at my back, the accelerating was the best way to get out of it. And it's just, I don't know, people are such bad drivers.
And I can't wait. In a combustion car, I don't always feel that accelerating out is the right move, but in these cars, it is a very just as much as braking is a good choice, accelerating can be as well. Earlier this month, I had an incident where it was a 4-way stop, and I was an FSD, of course, and FSD knows how to count its turn, and it's far too deferential and polite. But that wasn't what happened here. The car turned left across us, and we were about to turn left, and there's a large utility truck, think of like a dump truck or cement truck, but with a pickup truck body on the back instead of or utility truck body like you'd see on a lineman or something. It was going straight through the intersection. It was our turn, so our car starts to go after the car that was in our way is out of the way, and then it slams on the brakes. I see this giant truck coming at us, and I was like, I know that this thing doesn't miss its turns like that. It might try to run a red light because it's trying to get started because all the other lights change, and it's mistimed them. It's like, all right, let's go when it turns green. It's no, I'm going to push the brake. It's red. It doesn't make that same mistake at stop signs, and so I played it back, and this guy, he had to stop, a complete stop, to have this car come across. And he came up while the car was in motion. So it was no way it was his turn out of any of the other 3 sides of the lane. Model X isn't small. It's not like I was in Miata or something.
Right.
He could definitely see me. I was bigger than the car that was in his path to go across. So I I was going to take the footage from the Tesla, but I just instead took the one from my dash cam because I have a dash cam because I needed one on the Model S and the Volt, and Tesla Cam didn't exist when I bought the car. So why uninstall the hardware, right? So I downloaded it over Wi-Fi and emailed it to the company because that's not acceptable. I mean, thankfully nobody was hurt, but you can't go running stop signs in a truck that's like twice the size of the Model X. And the company sent me a couple of follow-up emails, said thank you very much. We went ahead and tried to find the renter, and without that, this guy would not get the retraining that he needs to how to work a stop sign.
The retraining or the reminder about you've got to be safe on the roads, especially with our equipment.
Yeah, our name emblazoned upon the side. We will cease
Exactly.
to rent to you if you continue to endanger the public.
Yeah.
And then of course
that's absolutely true. It's something that the dash cam is a valuable asset in many different ways.
Yeah.
And just those few examples, it happens all the time. And to have that dash cam is a great insurance policy for the owner of the vehicle, because they can show what actually happened.
Yeah, like in my own case with the semi-truck versus Model S, that would not have gone down the way it did had I not had the hard evidence. And it's almost done. It's not done yet. 9 years later.
Well, let's move on to Cybertruck IIHS test.
Speaking of crashes,
Yeah.
with trucks.
Speaking of intentional crashes.
I hope the other one wasn't intentional. My back hurts.
The Cybertruck has become the only pickup truck to earn the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety's Top Safety Pick Plus designation in the organization's final safety ratings for 2025. So they put the vehicle on the crash course. They smashed it into a few abutments, and they were very impressed with the Cybertruck's ability to have a crumple zone, to take a side impact, to take a slight miss, or what do they call it, like a quarter hit, where they bounce off.
Small offset overlap.
Offset overlap. That's it.
Small, because they got a regular one and they got the tiny one.
They were also testing some alongside some other vehicles like the Toyota Tundra, which overall scored a little bit lower. But as mentioned, Cybertruck came out on top. Top honors, and no pickup truck has ever received that honor of the what do they call it? The Top Safety Pick Plus.
Yeah, Top Safety Pick Plus, which is impressive because just a couple of weeks ago, it didn't score that. It just got kind of an average score. The headlights were bringing it down, and some other minor, just little complaint. And what is this? Cars built after April of 25 get the Top Safety Pick Plus, which is incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the cool part about this is, remember when we all first saw the Cybertruck and everybody was like, oh my God, that's just going to kill people. There's no way that'll pass crash testing. It's just a tank on wheels. And we all said it. Tesla has great vehicle engineers. They know what these tests are. They make safe vehicles. This is going to be the safest truck on the market, and it is. And just because it looks tough doesn't mean that it's not going to have crumple zones and all the other things that you need for safety.
Right. They ever since they had their first Model S crash test, they've been kind of on a tear of making a point of maxing out the score. The whole point was, hey, we needed to get 3 elephants on top of this car, and we got 5 and the machine broke.
Right.
And this was their glass roof. So
So yeah, great news there for safety. And Tesla's always been safe with all their vehicles, and the Cybertruck is no different. top of its class. So
And
good to hear.
And here on the Top Safety Pick Plus, those headlight complaints, they got the good rating. Front crash protection vehicle to vehicle 2.0. It didn't get tested. I guess it was too old for that. The seatbelt reminders got an M for marginal. That's simple to fix with a software update because you can make it make noise. You can make the reminder bigger, whatever it takes. The only one that they can't fix in software is the latch ease of use, the baby seat easy clicks. Got an average, but they're always complaining about those, and they're right. It is more difficult than it needs to be on every car out there and every seat out there. Eventually, we'll get it straight.
Yeah,
but not today.
Some things to work on.
Yeah.
But the only pickup truck. That's any powertrain. That's
yeah. Let's move on to the next story. Patrick's got to us about warranty extensions. And what's Tesla doing here, Patrick?
That's right. This comes to us from Drive Tesla Canada and is titled "Tesla Rolls Out Extended Battery and Drive Unit Warranty in Canada and US" by Matt Wilson. So this is a new warranty option. It's only for the high voltage battery pack and the drive unit, and that's good because those are the two most expensive components in a Tesla.
Yeah.
And this is the company's first formal move to offer a post-warranty battery protection beyond its already industry-leading standard coverage, they write. Tesla previously said that this was going to arrive in 2026. But it's here early, which is a good thing because it's here in time for the end of year push, which is smart because if people know it's coming, they might wait till next year, but now they don't have to. So this extended service agreement covers the repair and replacement of the Tesla manufactured high voltage battery and drivetrain components under normal usage.
Not taxi, not business.
Right. Yeah, normal usage would probably not include those.
They exclude it explicitly.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, so it extends coverage for 24 months or 48,000 kilometers or 30,000 miles, whichever comes first. And I'm pretty sure that 48,000 kilometers and 30,000 miles will come about the same time. Whichever comes first. So coverage begins immediately after the original battery and drive unit warranty expires, so there's no gap in your protection. And depending on your mileage, this effectively extends the battery warranty and drive unit coverage up to 10 years for eligible vehicles. Now let's talk about the cost. Tesla has not published the official pricing on their support page, but in the app, there's always people hacking stuff and looking at things, and it looks like it's going to cost $2,800 for the Model 3 and Y in Canada and $2,000 in the US. Additionally, each service has a deductible of $700 Canadian or $500 US per visit for work that's done under this agreement. And I don't know about you guys, but I would, if I have a battery that's out of normal warranty, I would happily pay $500 for a new pack or whatever it takes. So unlike Tesla's extended service agreement, which covers more than that, this is a one-time purchase only, not a monthly subscription, and it can't be bundled with your vehicle's financing. That's the gist of the story.
I've read in passing a couple people who were in the beta test for this. They were out of warranty, but their car had been serviced enough that Tesla was comfortable offering it to these folks to say, hey, give us the money, come in for a final inspection, and we will go ahead and extend the warranty out. And I've got the granddaddy of this program in the 8 years unlimited mile warranty, so I don't have a deductible, and I've used the mess out of it. Most recently, after my bumper-to-bumper new car warranty, the 4-year 50,000 miles was over, I had the main battery replaced because of faulty sense wires and condensation on the back of the BMS boards. And then I had the rear drive unit replaced twice because the first one was full of fluid and the second one failed on the way home. And the third one is up and kicking right now. So definitely, if they offered it on S and X, I would get it. Right now it's only on 3 and Y. Keep your eyes peeled to see if it shows up on Cybertruck or new 3 and Y or new S and X. And at that price, it's not bad. because when you're looking at the motor, it's like $5,000 or more, depending on which motor we're talking about, and then you've got labor, and then the battery. Well, yeah, you can get them used on eBay for $3,000, but those are all crashed. Versus one that's fully recertified, coming from the manufacturer with a new warranty. So for that low price, the only complaint I have with it is 40,000 miles. Come on, Tesla, you can do better than that. Look at me, I'm unlimited, and you only had to do it twice. So obviously they have better actuarials than just my one anecdote. But for the people talking about their $1 million car, it would be more confidence inspiring if they did unlimited, or said, hey, we'll do an additional 100,000 miles for these couple of years, and then then they just don't have that many that they had to pay out, but they have that many more people to spread it amongst, because that shows some serious confidence in the car, and then really lets people know, hey, I will be taken care of. If I hang on to this car, I'm not going to go ahead and jump brands. I'm going to stay loyal and see, first keep this one, and then my next one will be the same thing because this one treated me so well.
Exactly. It's something that 40,000 miles is a bit on the low side.
Yeah, it's on the lower side, though.
A bit. Like I thought it'd be a little higher, but maybe 60,000, maybe 70 or 80 would be nice to see.
U.S. is average, 12 a year? So, I mean, it lines up with that, but...
Yeah, it's actually... So that it's 48,000 kilometers or 30,000 miles, and that's only for the last 2 years of this. It's not like your total odometer reading.
Right.
So, I mean, 30,000 miles in 2 years is covering the vast majority.
The average. The average is like...
The average, even over the average,
yeah. 14 or 13 is the average.
And if somebody's road warrioring and then they have a battery failure, if they're driving 20,000 miles a year, well, okay, they should expect that's going to cause additional wear and tear, and there's going to be some fees with that.
Yeah, but maybe they have a package like, here's two choices. Here's this, like they used to have with the extended service agreement. There was the short one and the long one, and you had to pick before your warranty ran out, and you had to pick right, because if you picked wrong, you had to run out of miles before you run out of service.
So have a road warrior package, charge them twice as much, like or something.
Or like they still do on the extended service. But but they don't have to worry about Uber drivers. They don't have to worry about taxi drivers. So that cuts out a lot of their concern. But again, it's better than nothing, and I like it. And the price is right, and even the deductible added to the price isn't that bad compared to what you're looking at.
How would they know if you had your car in an Uber fleet, though?
They know. They know. Your pattern completely changes, and that's how they are able to exclude you from your Supercharging for Life program on the new Lux package, etc. If you sign up for that, I'm sure they send you a warning before they kick you out. Hopefully, but
yeah, because you don't have to share location data with them,
right?
So,
but
most people do.
They would be collecting. They would be collecting when the car runs, how often it runs, how many trips it makes in a day, how many hours it's in operation compared to sitting, how many times it is stopping and starting. Like they'd be able to, like Casey said, it would be a dramatic difference from the normal run of a car driving from home to work, from work to home to groceries, some activities on the weekend, and then start over again.
Yeah, or even somebody like that does sales calls, or is like a Tesla Mobile Tech. Those aren't using it in a way that would be disqualifying, but they stand out differently. And even if you choose to turn off the sharing features, it does still phone home when you supercharge. Not of the stuff you told them not to, but it says, "Hey, I'm here. Hey, I'm here." Like, man, why are you supercharging so much? And then your pattern will match the 10,000 other people who are sharing their data with Tesla.
Right, but that's just inferring it, and that's I don't know. If you own the vehicle, you should be able to do whatever the hell you want with it, and that's on you, not them.
Oh, you can. And you can.
Yeah,
but not for them to pay for the repairs or pay for your charging.
Yeah. Okay.
They don't have to, but it would be nice if they would just extend that out, and just it's not that many people.
I understand putting mileage limits on it, and that makes sense to me.
Yeah,
and as long as you're under that, Right.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But I agree with your feeling on it, because they're saying these are 2 million mile cars. Okay, well then who cares if the guy runs 3 Uber trips every night on his way home?
Right. Yeah.
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 Well, it'll be interesting to see if the uptake on this is taken. Man, I'm hoping to keep my Model 3 for another few years.
Yeah.
It $2,800 to put into it. I'll have to think on it.
Yeah. The only way I would say maybe not is if you already get this from your insurance company or AAA or something like that, or if you are smart like Patrick and you just put $3,000 extra into the car when you pick it up, and then just ride that out in a mild growth stock. Then you'd have it cash. But for normal people, I would say it's compared to the repairs, it's minor, and it's worth looking into.
But we have been fortunate that there's not a whole lot of reporting out there about Model 3s, Model Ys, dying.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. There's no issue with that as a whole. Yes, there's some isolated cases.
Yeah.
But there's not like it's a thing that's happening with everybody at 70,000 miles. There's an issue like that's it's not out there. So
yeah, there's a handful of batteries, and then a significantly larger group of PTC heaters in the group that came after your construction there, Mark.
Yeah, Mark. So when does your standard warranty expire for the battery and drivetrain?
That ends shortly, so yeah. It's a few months away.
Right, and you had an early Model 3, so this is perfect timing for you to make that decision.
Yep.
Absolutely.
You and everybody else who got that 2018 vehicle.
Exactly.
The PTC heater is not included because it's not the battery or one of the motors.
Right.
But, you replaced mine.
Oh, you did? Okay, so you were one of the group. It sounds like they use a different design on the 3 than they did on S and X. So thankfully mine has been good. Knocking on wood. With that said, when they switched from the super bottle to the octovalve and the heat pump, it really changed the reliability of the cars, both the Model 3 and Y, and then the S and the X when they came along in 2021 with the Palladium, all the way up through the current Palladium Gen 3. And so we talked about this last week, I believe, or on Sunday, where Consumer Reports took them from like, don't buy this car used, to, oh my goodness, the new one is trending so spectacularly, we love it. And Consumer Reports is not typically very friendly to Tesla. So for them to put that caveat in there themselves without prompting that, hey, the new ones are really good. And they weren't saying that the other ones are bad. They were just saying that the pre-heat pump cars were, they were still having learning struggles, and then that reflects in their reliability and to have some money aside for repairs. So if you've got a newer one, then yeah, maybe not. But if you've got one without a heat pump, I would consider putting the money aside or doing the Patrick way and kind of having it in a financial vessel that will be able to grow and sustain a battery.
Yeah. Next, I want to talk a little bit about some homework that we assigned last week.
I didn't do it.
Oh, well, right away.
Big F.
He sent me the reminder too.
Yeah. I had sent in the Echo request to Tesla about the lead batteries in older vehicles for replacement with lithium. Possibly. I did get a confirmation back that they received my feedback, and nothing since that point. Lee Moon in the chat also submitted his and got the same thing, and actually even provided some screenshots of what he got, which was the exact same that I got. So he submitted his, and Tesla responded back that they got it, and they will get back to him. We're given case numbers, so you can reference that. You can keep the email, and you've got a paper trail as to your actual request to when it was sent, and you could reference that if you got back to them or if they got back to you. So that's kind of cool. And we will see if we get any response. I'm sure Lee will let us know if he gets anything. And now Casey this week is going to do that for us, right, Casey?
Yeah. This reflection right here, this reflection is the Tesla Echo site loading up.
Oh, nice. Yeah, he can do it right there in his field of view. That's cool.
So,
I actually submitted another one. The battery one is important. I encourage everybody to do that. Lead is toxic. We need to get it out of our environment. This is more of a minor annoyance. So I have Tesla solar panels, and I have a power purchase agreement, which is different from the solar lease. I buy the electricity that it generates. And so that means that my bill is different every month, depending on the weather. And so I get this email from them every month that says, your account's been charged. You can go to your Tesla account to see it. And the link they give you is just a link to your normal Tesla account. It does not have the billing information. And so I went to tesla.com/billing. And then on that page, it says all your billing information has been moved to the app. And I'm like, oh, that's new. So I go into the app, nothing. There's nothing there for solar. It has all your supercharging information. And then I finally figured out that you, instead of going to tesla.com/billing, you go to billing.tesla.com, and that's where the solar information is. But that's not where the help said to go at all. There was nothing in the app. And they have this solar portal, which is something left over from Solar City acquisition that's now at this billing.tesla site. And so anyway, that whole rigmarole that I just went through is very confusing, and I've had it for a long time. I just don't go check my Tesla bill all that often. So anyway, yeah, that was please fix this. It was my short version of my submittal, although I gave specific details. But anyway, yeah.
You're one of the ones that fell through the cracks because it's not something they offer anymore. So I bet you they didn't have a unit test for, hey, make sure you didn't break the PPA billing page.
Right.
And after this, they sure will.
Mm-hmm.
And then June is asking about the precision windshield cleaning. So my car hasn't ever requested it. I don't know if it's eligible, but on the hardware 4 cars for sure, you can do this yourself. You can stick something up in there to clean the windshield. There's instructions in your manual, or you can take it to Tesla service or have Tesla mobile service come through, and they will remove the camera housing cover and clean between the window and the camera, and then put the housing back on. I don't know if it's the case of the way that mine is bonded, or if I've just been really lucky that I haven't needed it yet. Again, knocking on wood again.
Yeah. RC asked
and Lee answered in the chat. Sorry.
Yeah, I think that's just if you're running romance mode too much in the car, you get that problem.
There you go.
Well, not just romance mode. That can definitely do it. But what was happening is
I'm joking, Casey.
The plastic off gases, and then that deposits itself on the glass, and then all of a sudden the computer can't see through plastic, and they got to clean that.
RC asked about the battery. Check out last week's show, RC. It's about the 12-volt battery. And
the low voltage battery. Yep.
We had a story about it, so check it out and participate. Use the Echo site and submit that request. Another thing that Lee Moon sent us along with his homework was that he stopped by a local BP Pulse station.
Okay.
And he sent us a photo. I thought I would share that with the crowd here.
I like the folks down at the Savannah there at Lee. They do a good job.
So BP Pulse is the ones that bought Tesla superchargers that they're going to operate and manage themselves, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
The opposite of the Tesla turnkey solution, where you get them to do it, and then they just share the revenue with you.
Oh, those don't look like Tesla superchargers.
No, they're not
Those
at all.
Are not Tesla superchargers.
So they have NACs for three of them, and 3 of them are with the big handles. So that's CCS. So they have 2 per unit. I'm not sure if you can charge both sides at the same time, or if it's just the other guy has to wait. But they definitely have parking for both. They've placed them in the middle of the parking so that one cord can reach each side. And I would be surprised if they could handle 2 chargers at once. Typically,
Hopefully they can, but just at lower rating.
Yeah.
Because I'd rather charge at half speed than not at all.
Right.
Yep.
One of the ones we looked at would be the new largest supercharger installation outside of Tesla that went in. Their particular units, people were saying, "Oh, it's only 19 stalls or something like that," but all the stalls work at full power at the same time on both handles, so you don't have to wait for the person next to you to come down and stop sharing, and so it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is in Brunswick, Georgia.
Okay. Yeah, there was the old AB stall day where Tesla owners, you had to know not to share. You want to be on a different number, not on the B of the person next to you if you can avoid it, because otherwise you could slow them down even, and then you get dirty looks.
Yeah, but that was just with the, like you said, the AB days of the Gen 1 and Gen 2 chargers. V3 gave you ABCD, and so it was no longer an issue. And now with V4 native, you get 8 stalls. So I wonder if they're still going to call them, 1 and letter, or if they're going to go with another scheme. I think it still works though.
So for this BP Pulse stuff, I guess I didn't know they were buying from other vendors as well.
Yeah, it's not just Tesla.
They didn't make
Lee
it
also indicated these were 400 kilowatt dispensers.
Not bad.
And when he navigated it to them in the car, so they were in the Tesla list, his Model Y started to preheat the battery.
Cool.
Oh. Wow. So it did know that that was a charging spot.
Yeah. So that's kind of interesting.
Is it in the Tesla system? I know they said they were going to start adding third parties, but only if they met certain criteria. Right.
And that's a question for Lee. He's here. So Lee, was it in the list of superchargers? If you were to press the supercharger button, did it come up as one of those items? Or was it, did you just search it and it showed up as a different icon on the screen? That would be interesting to know as well. I have a feeling they're all the same icon, but we'll see if Lee can answer.
Yeah, because if the car started preheating for charging, it sounds like it would have been. It wasn't just put in as an address, right?
Yeah. So, well, let's. While Lee's doing that, hopefully, there he is. He used Grok to navigate to the site. Didn't try using a raw navigation, and was surprised it took me there.
Nice.
Interesting. Yeah, this is the kind of stuff we were talking about with deeper Grok integration. If it is smart enough to tell the car, hey, this is a charging site, even if it wasn't through the normal navigation, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like it.
Lee, if we could ask, maybe do a little homework and do a photograph of the screen. If you can see it on the map, does it show up as a regular Tesla icon in Brunswick, or does it not? Does it show up at all? Does it show up as a different icon? Let us know.
Is it in the same? Is it in the same lot as the supercharger as well? Because I'm wondering if it was close enough that the car said,
"True,
let's just use that."
Yeah, maybe.
Might have just been a coincidence that it started preheating. Yeah. Maybe.
But if it's a third party that was in good standing, though, it would still show up in the navigation. So it might not have been a coincidence. I'm curious.
Right. Yeah. And to Mark's question, okay, if it is in navigation, does it have the exact same icon, or do they have a different third-party icon? A little 3 in the lightning bolt or something? I don't know.
From what Green was showing, it's a different icon. Just like if you use a third-party charger instead of a Tesla wall connector or Tesla UMC, it shows up kind of like a 2000s style icon, generic, and then the DC fast charge of that is just a bigger version of that same charger. Whereas the supercharger, they're all the V3 stall, and then the whichever Tesla connector you've attached. Either it's a wall connector, it shows up as a Gen 3 wall connector, regardless of which one you use. And if it's a UMC, it shows up as a UMC or a Gen 3 wall connector, depending on which firmware you're on.
And that's why we call that guy Mr. Supercharger. He knows this stuff.
Lee replied back that he'll send us a pic tomorrow, and no,
Awesome.
the standalone was miles away from the other Tesla Supercharger. So
cool. That's good to know.
We'll be able to see.
Excellent.
Yeah. Sounds good. Let's go into some show notes. Casey, what do you got for us?
Well, catch us on the Tesla Life Express. We do that at least twice a week. You find it right here where you get this live show. And then catch us Sunday at youtube.com/CaseyGreen or x.com/CaseyGreen again. And let's chat with Casey and friends right about 1:20. Sometimes I'm on time. Great contrast to this show where I'm always on time. And it's a similar vibe to it. And you never know who's going to kind of stop on through. And we kind of explore topics. And you see me kind of digging in here sometimes where Mark's like, hey, let's steer this back on top and we've got more to cover. We'll explore into some more of those style topics there, and hope to see you there.
Very good. If you haven't already, please give us a thumbs up on the video. Press that subscribe button. Helps us out. Would really appreciate it. Helps out a small channel like us. Please consider doing so. Patrick, what do you got for shout-outs?
Well, before I do my usual, I just want to say I've been a busy blogger. The post that I have up there right now is if Tesla made a residential heat pump, what cool features would it have? And I put some suggestions out there that actually came up from a conversation we had a couple months ago on this show. It's just taken me a while to collate all that information and get my thoughts straight. And then Ember is a think tank who that's pro-renewable. They did a great story about solar being stored in batteries and how you can have 24/7 solar. So I put my spin on some of the things that they got there. The next one is a little retrospective. So in 2009, so 16 years ago, Andy Grove said he wrote an article and talked about what Detroit can learn from Silicon Valley, and talked about how they need to embrace innovation. And mostly I'm just talking about how Detroit has failed to do what Andy asked. So super busy with all that stuff. And I've got a lot more coming. So check it out at carswithcords.net, where I write about my future free from fossil fuel. And as always, I'm with the Oregon Electric Vehicle Association. You can find us at oeva.org. Thanks.
Nice.
Quick thanks to the chat room. Lee Moon, JT, June joined us. RC was in there. Budget joined us with a hello. Appreciate you guys saying hello. Thanks for being with us today. And together, next time, we'll figure out what's happening in the Tesla life.
There you go. I think that one thing they could do with the heat pump would be, is it not playing? There we go. One thing they could do with the heat pump is that server noise you sometimes hear when I have the mic set up wrong. Maybe I could pipe that into the rest of the heat network. Dry some clothes, cook some
waste
food.
recovery. Cool idea. Stay positive.
Thanks, Lee Moon, for the music.